Right, so yesterday I had a conversation, a call with one of my private students, and we were discussing this gold trade right here. And I think we had the call just a couple of hours before the market close yesterday, Friday, and the idea here was like I wrote close the trade after seeing bearish rejection at the trend line, close that break even, going to wait for confirmation first before entering again. And this is actually a very important thing, and something that I realized when I was talking to Cyboria, my private student, I was kind of explaining to him what, like, how I was feeling about the trade, and we also saw this possible, like the possible head and shoulders on the 4 hour here. And I mean, so one of my main reasons here for exiting was I entered with 1% risk. So I entered with 1% risk, and the plan was to like wait for the breakout and then enter with 1% risk more on the actual retest. So I wanted to wait for confirmation. But the problem is here, like if I wanted to wait for confirmation before adding risk, why would I even be in the trade? That's something to consider, right? I've been thinking about this a lot recently. Like I think it has a lot to do with patient. Like I need to be very patient before entering a trade, and like the idea of entering with like the idea of entering with 50%, like half risk, like 50% of the desired position, and then waiting for confirmation. I think that's part of me not being patient enough. That's part of me saying like, all right, I really want to be in this trade, so let's just enter with a small position. But if you're not going to be like, if you have to see the break and retest to be confident in adding more risk, then maybe you should just wait for that without even entering. Like you should probably just enter when you actually get that type of confirmation, right? Very important. That's what I'm going to do next week and going forward. I'm not going to enter part of my position without confirmation. I'm always going to wait for confirmation. And if I'm going to enter, it's not going to be in anticipation of a breakout. I'm in that case going to enter part of my position on the actual breakout and then add on the retest. I'm never going to enter in anticipation of the breakout. That means buying resistance. You're not supposed to buy resistance. That is a very bad idea. That's just something that I've had to get in my head. Like I really need to figure out how to, like I just need to do that. All right, so gold. We had in the, let's see, in the commodities channel here, we had DQA asking about the $1,800 level. Like first a touch of 1.8 and then a move up. 1.8 is all the way down here. Not really. I don't think that's I don't think that makes sense really. I mean maybe, but I mean 1.8 is so far down that that's gonna require a high time frame breakdown. So if we get a, let's see if it's based on like weekly levels. Yeah, I mean we're right now on this weekly level right here, and sure, I mean we could definitely come down and test the breakout area right here. That's probable and it's logical to get that kind of move, but that's gonna be that's gonna mean that we are going to see a medium to high time frame breakdown. So that's not really currently in my plan. My plan is to view the low to medium time frames here for a breakout. If we fail a breakout and we take out these lows right here, that's when I might be interested in a short. I'm not going to short the current area. I might short, like, if we lose 1850. You know what? I'm probably not going to be shorting gold. Feels wrong shorting gold. I might watch the move and see it hit 1800, and when it hits 1800 I might be buying, but I'm not going to short the move down to 1800s. I want to go long. I'm looking for long setups. It makes no sense to short it. But what I'm watching on gold, you can kind of, you know, look at the 4-hour chart here. I mean, this is the setup I'm looking at. I would love to get in on this setup. This is the setup I'm looking at. The risk to reward is very good, but if you adjust the RLC here, you take this whole range right here. This whole range right here. Now, this is what I'm thinking. We might come back down inside the RLC here. So the 4-hour head and shoulders might break down, or we might come down into the long RLC here and kind of bounce, and then this setup will confirm itself, because that would mean that we are going to break this trend line, if that trend line even going to be valid, and then reclaim this support area. Something like that. I'm just going to be watching price action, but I still think this is the level to watch. Not going to be shorting this. I'm just going to be watching a possible reclaim of that SR level, which is resistance right now, I guess. Right, so that's gold. Let's take a look at silver. Yeah, I'm looking at something similar on silver here. God damn, this move worked out beautifully. Totally even forgot to watch this. Damn. So on silver, I'm you know, I kind of like the let's see. Honestly, I'm not sure about silver, but the RLC here looks pretty good. Yeah, so this I like this actually. Did we actually hit the RLC here? I would like to see a move like this. I'm still looking at this area for an entry. The risk to reward isn't really as good here, but if we get proper price action inside the RLC here and a reclaim of that green box right here, I would be looking at this type of move. I think this could be interesting. Something like this. I'm not sure yet, but I'm gonna put an alert. I'm gonna put an alert right here, and down at the 702. So we're gonna be watching silver and kind of see what's happening here. All right, so that's a quick update on gold and silver.